than I do.
No, she doesn't.
I take her grocery shopping and the cart is loaded full of fruits and vegetables. I don't even eat that much.
It's one of the mayor's staunchest allies.
Hey.
We know examples of people lacking integrity. But what does it mean actually to lack integrity? Well, integrity is defined as the quality of being honest and having strong moral principles. So, technically, a person lacking integrity is a dishonest person, a human that cannot be trusted. But the reason I decided to make this video is that our integrity is actually more valuable than we might think. Society as a whole is based on trust. The very base of money and the social contract is based on trust. We hand over goods and services and our time for some paper money or some digital money in some cases with the belief that they are worth something. We share an apartment block with our neighbors with the belief that we can trust each other not to kill ourselves or steal each other's stuff. Integrity is technically social capital. It's like a credit score. The more you have, the more stuff you can actually do. The more people actually trust you, the more of a shot you have at gaining experiences and selling stuff and turning strangers to people that will believe what you have to say. But nowadays, we seriously gave up on the importance we attribute to this very thing. Back in the day, I give you my word was the absolute most important thing anyone alive could share with you. Having somebody's word meant that they were willing to put everything they had, everything that they are, for the very thing that they are telling you. But we've changed as a society. We no longer value saying that we'll show up for a podcast. We no longer value sharing that something is good or not. We no longer care what we attribute our name to. Now, enter the valuation of integrity. There's this YouTube video by Tom Scott, a very successful YouTuber, which was created back in December. The video is entitled 5 YouTubers, 5 Games, $10,000. Money, the full series. During this video, we see YouTubers, which are public figures, threading the line between attempting to win the money, between lying to other people publicly in order to get the most money possible, and at the same time trying to save face, minimizing the damage they inflict to their social media presence. And that really got me to wonder, how much money would their integrity actually be worth? And how much money would our integrity actually be worth? I mean, people do things that would publicly diminish their trust for just a few bucks. But what's the threshold after which we would be actually willing to lose face? How much money would Mr. Beast have to give you in order to no longer be trusted? Because we know there has to be a figure. And the question is just, how much is it? 100,000? 2 million euros? 25 million? 120 million? 1 billion? We know people will give up their integrity at some point. We've seen influencers do it. We've seen people sell out even for scraps, and especially for riches. The question is, where exactly do you actually draw the line? Because once you've given up your integrity, well, the consequences of losing integrity are dire, to say the least. Now, well, I can name a few people that have completely screwed up their fan bases, and yet they're still alive and well in the public eye. But that's the exception rather than the rule. Once we screw people over for $5 or $3,500 or $3 million, you break forever any possibility of a relationship between you and the person you've scammed, and at the same time everybody that this person also knows. And it's really hard to reclaim your integrity once you've actually lost it. I'd say even impossible. Once the internet has a perception of you, well, you're kind of fucked. So In that case, the best way to save face is to not lose it in the first place. How we best avoid losing our integrity is by putting others first. The best way people will trust you on the long term is by actively not fucking people over. The best way to have integrity is to be a proper, good person with others, both offline, online, and any day of the week. Don't lose face, peeps. See you, Onesia.